Hello everybody, I hope you're doing amazing. My name is Anna from the Rococo Empress, and in today's pick a card reading we're going to be finding out how exactly you'll meet your soulmate. And if you haven't noticed already, this video is collaboration with Kaylie, your psychic bestie, and over on her channel she's doing details all about your connection with your soulmate. So these are the cards I have here. We have three options. First is Rhodonite, then Rose Quartz and Ametrine. So pick the card you feel drawn to, and then down below in the timestamps it will have all the details as well as Kaylie's video, which you can check out afterwards. So let's go straight into the reading. Hello Pearl Ones, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this Rhodonite crystal, then this reading is for you. Just so you know, this video is in collaboration with Kaylie, a psychic bestie, and over on her channel she is doing all about how you'll not how you meet, that's what I'm doing. She's doing all about your soulmate connection. So when you're done with this reading, make sure to check it out down below. The information to her channel and everything is down on her, it's in my description. I'm getting all messed up. Anyway, she's an amazing channel, so definitely check her out. But okay, we're going to start off with tarot. I've actually got a couple more tarot cards over here. So this is how you'll meet your soulmate. We have Innocence, and that's the Fool, Seven of Coins, and Four of Staves. Okay, the first thing I'm getting is that you're going to be meeting your soulmate in your workplace. Definitely like a career related, okay, I'm kind of getting either timing or how you'll meet them. For most of you, I think this is how you'll meet them. If it doesn't resonate, it could be like a time of your life of when you're going to meet them. So I'm getting that you're going to be having a new beginning in your life, and this is going to be in regards to a career. So a lot of you will be starting a new job, and then you'll be meeting your soulmate there. And I feel like if you are resonating with starting a new job, or like if I feel like it makes more sense, then this would be your part first. And then afterwards I'm kind of getting a promotion in your job. So either for a promotion or a new job, or just something like a new project. It's just a new beginning in your career, and that's how your soulmate is going to like come into your life. This is like romantic soulmates, by the way, I'd like to add. So the Innocence, new beginning, because the boy here, as you can kind of see, is not really sure where he's going. You can kind of see he's blindfolded. I'm kind of getting this is a new beginning you are either haven't seen coming, or you have seen coming but you're not really sure where you're going about it. So for example, let's say you're wanting to get a new job but you're not really sure how you are going to go about it. And what I'm kind of getting is Spirit is guiding you through this. I feel like maybe the job you're walking away from is one that's not being good. I feel like you've been treated badly there, or like you've just been very unhappy. It's just you're leaving this job because you are unsatisfied with it, definitely. And I feel like Spirit is kind of guiding you to this particular job. It's going to be like more divine timing, or not divine timing, divinely guided. And I'm getting that Spirit is kind of like guiding you to this person because it is a soulmate connection that you're destined to meet with. And I'm kind of getting that you are basically walking into this blindly, but because we have the Seven of Coins, which is about career and all that, I'm kind of, yeah, I'm definitely getting career energy here with this pile. And I feel like you are doing better off financially, but I feel like it's something, this project or this thing you're doing is long term, which is making me think like, again, promotions or a new job. I don't think it is a project, although if that does resonate with you, then take that as it resonates. But yes, I do feel like you are going to be having this new beginning in your career, and basically I'm kind of getting your soulmate is going to perhaps help guide you, like especially if you are new in what you're doing. So I feel like your soulmate could like, oh hello, welcome to a job, let me just like teach you all about this, and or let me help you settle in. I feel like that your soulmate is going to be someone who's going to really help look after you in this process, and that's how you're going to connect. And I feel like more on a long term, like I'm not getting love at first sight, like instantly see each other, let's get together. I'm kind of getting you get to know them but build up the connection slowly, but it'll be for the long-term commitment. And I think, you know, maybe starting off as friends, getting to know each other, then maybe going out for drinks and things slowly evolving. So yeah, I definitely think for all of you, career is related to how you're meeting your soulmate. I'm now going to pull some oracle cards, get some more information about this. We have freedom. So yeah, freedom is making me think of leaving your old job. I think perhaps you're meeting your soulmate in a setting where, like, so for example, at work you have the freedom to go around and talk with each other. Like sometimes in some jobs people are very you know, you have to stay at a desk, for example, but like in this case I feel like, oh, I'm kind of getting perhaps your soulmate will be the one approaching you. Like let's say if you're working in an office type setting where you have your own desk, I feel like they might go up to your desk and just chat with you quite a bit. But I'm also getting you'll redevelop your connection outside of work, for fun, or like, you know, like enjoying yourself, going for dinner and all that. And I feel like you'll be spending a lot of time, and your connection doesn't really evolve in your workplace because I feel like you'll remain professional, but mostly evolve and develop outside of your work time when you're meeting up with playfulness. So yeah, again, that's making me think of like time of leisure and being able to enjoy yourself and going out. I'm kind of getting perhaps you will be, so I'm guessing for younger audiences, I'm kind of getting perhaps you might go clubbing, or I guess to the pub. That doesn't have to be younger people, that can be anyone. But yeah, I feel like you'll be meeting your soulmate while you go, like, you know, you'll go out on clubs and start doing things. I feel like also the playfulness is making me think of youthfulness, and that's making me think of like almost like new beginnings, or like, you know, someone who's not as experienced. And again, I feel like your lack of experience is what's going to help to develop this connection. So yeah, I think that's what's also is going to be a big part of your connection, how you like meet each other. Let's see, a leg up. So this card is also all about like getting help with what you're doing. So yeah, I do feel like your soulmate is going to play a part of like really helping you figure things out in your career. Again, this is very repetitive. I think maybe for some of you, you are going to struggle quite a bit when you first start your career or start this new beginning in this situation. And I do think this person's going to be like good emotional support and help you kind of find your way as well. So that's what I'm getting in regards to that. Now for the final oracle cards, we have abundance, again, career, and growth. Oh, so I apologise for the noise in the background. My neighbour's still getting work done to her garden. This is the third week in a row. Anyway, abundance is making me think of, again, career. It is so repetitive, which is making it harder to do this reading, giving you new information. But I guess it's kind of good that it's dead set, like, okay, this is what's going to happen. Growth, I'm kind of getting your, okay, so your connection will grow over time slowly. We've established that. Growing, so I feel like your soulmate is going to help you kind of like, you know, learn new things in your career, especially if maybe they're teaching you. Oh, perhaps some of you, let's say you're getting training for your career, like you're training to be I can't think of anything, but let's say your new career or new something requires you to get some training, new position. It requires you to learn new things in your job, and you're kind of like there, okay, I need to do this, I need to have new skills in order to have success in this job. And like maybe you're being given a supervisor, which could be a soulmate, and as you train you could like start developing a connection. And because it's a professional setting, perhaps like, hey, would you like to meet outside of work and for a drink or something, so you can kind of like be away from this work setting and really get to know each other. And I feel like you might do this as friends to start off with, because I'm getting a slow building connection. Like, you know, a flower doesn't grow overnight, it takes time. But because of this, you do get the stability of this, because the Four of Wands is all about stability and long lasting connections. So it is like a slow and steady wins the race. But I do feel like, yeah, this is just such a simple and obvious reading that doesn't have much detail to go in, really. You are meeting your soulmate work related in a new beginning. that's that. So I think that is actually everything. Let's actually, I'm also seeing a lot of green energy here. As you can see, like green, 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 bit green, green, tiny bit of green there. I am getting that perhaps you'll be meeting, I was about to say Taurus season. Oh my gosh, that works so loud. I am getting that you'll be meeting your soulmate in Earth season. So that could be Capricorn season, Taurus season, or Virgo season. And I believe that's September, January and May-ish. So those could be significant months for you, or like, you know, star signs. And also I am kind of getting, because of the green energy and the pentacles energy, even like with coins here, I feel like it is going to be a connection, like maybe if you haven't met them already, if you're single and haven't met them, I feel like this could be a connection that will take a bit of time. It's not going to happen tomorrow. I am feeling that this is more of maybe a year's time, and perhaps when you see this reading it might not resonate because you haven't got a new beginning coming up in your career. So I feel like if you are getting a level up in your career at some point, perhaps that is the time. So just take that message whenever it's ready. But anyway, I hope this reading resonated for you and brought you clarity you needed. I'm sorry that it was straight to the point and not much information, because this reading was dead set, yeah, this was going to happen, which I guess is a good thing. But anyway, I hope you'll have an amazing day. I'll see you soon, and don't forget to check out Kaylie's video. Everything will be in the description down below, so make sure to check it out as well. Anyway, I'll see you all very soon. Bye, Pile Ones. Hello Pile 2s, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this rose quartz crystal, then this reading is for you, to see all about how you'll meet your soulmate. I'll be honest, Pile 1's videos was very straight and simple, so it could be the same with you. But also this video is in collaboration with Kaylie, your psychic bestie, and on her channel she's doing all about your soulmate connection and all about, you know, the dynamics you have. So if you are interested, make sure to check that out after this video. The information will be down below in my description. But anyway, we're going to be doing your reading. I'm just going to get the other tarot cards I pulled out previously. So what we have, 6 of Cups, that's soulmate energy anyway. 9 of Coins, 8 of Coins. Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of an example I don't really like using on my channel. Okay. So, I'll tell you what I'm saying now in a second. So, I am getting that this is either, for a lot of you, I feel like this is a past life connection and like a very fated, meant to be connection. That can happen to 6 of Cups. Now, I will be honest, the reason why I said I don't like mentioning this readings on my channel is basically I am seeing kind of like a past lover. It could be a situation, or it could be that you've met this person already, and it could be someone you've known and it's more there in the background. I do feel like for a slight smaller view, this is a past lover. However, what I want to give a notice to is that there are a lot of readings and it's really easy to get stuck on a person because of tarot readings. That's why I've stopped doing readings that mention are they coming back, because what can happen if you want something so bad and you intuitively pick this pile, sometimes this reading reflects on what you want rather than what's actually happening. So what I like to say is a guide, if you are stuck on a person and you are really wanting an outcome to be like you're going to be together, and you keep seeing tarot readings they're going to be together, I don't want you to take the situation unless you feel it is really fitting, because what happens is if you want something so bad, intuitively you can pick the pile that resembles that, which actually may not be the case because your energy is so strong and it's just matching your energy. So it doesn't mean it's going to happen. So if you resonate with that and maybe that does kind of have like tick something, then maybe pick another pile, or this reading isn't for you. If you do feel like this still resonates, or like, you know, don't even relate to that, then keep going. I just want to get out that disclaimer because I know so many people that get stuck on people because of tarot readings, because their energy is really strong with this person. So yeah, that's just a disclaimer I wanted to say, but I will keep the scenarios in mind if you do feel like this isn't related to you. And if some of you are like, what, I don't want to be with an ex, it could be still. So obviously you have free will and everything, but just, you know, there's loads of scenarios. It's a general reading, so you do have to be mindful of that. Anyway, what I'm getting is with 9 of coins, it's all about luxury. So I feel like you might be at a place in your life where you're feeling really good and abundant, and perhaps you're feeling very satisfied career-wise. But with the 8 of coins, we also have someone who's working on their craft. So what I'm kind of getting is, okay, for those who resonate with the you know, a past lover, or even like someone that you know, it is something that you're going to slowly work on the connection and really build it to be stronger and better. Oh, I'm getting a message for some of you. If you're in a relationship right now and you're just kind of clicking this reading to see, oh, this is going to meet how we met, like, is this going to mention how we met? Then I'm actually kind of getting I'm getting a message. I just like someone's clicked on, so just curious, see what comes up. And I'm just kind of feeling that maybe if things aren't 100% in your relationship right now, things are going to get better and it's going to improve. So yeah, that's the message I'm getting. You're going to be working on things to get you in a more abundant state. But I feel like, again, you're going to be meeting this person when you're feeling very strong and independent in your life. And like, you know, I'm kind of getting, you're not going to be chasing a relationship. You're going to be at a place where you feel very abundant. You're like, you know what, I don't need a relationship. I am happy by myself. I'm a strong, independent person. And I feel like this person is actually going to come into your life then, because your energy isn't in a need state. It's in a, you know what, I don't need it. I'm happy. And because you are strong and independent, this person comes in matching your energy and it is able to treat you really well because of this. And like, basically, I'm kind of getting you had to go through the lessons of life to get into this place, so you don't rely on another person to bring you that happiness. And the reward is kind of like bringing this person in. And I feel like you might have had soul contracts to do that. So that's the vibe I'm getting there. I'm going to pull the oracle cards and just see what else wants to come out. So we have purification. There's snow here, so winter could be significant, or like holidays. For some of you, I don't know why it made me think of holidays, but there we go. Iceland or Switzerland or France, skiing, I don't know, it's random. Maybe that resonates for you. Again, I'm getting, so for some of you, it could be someone you already know and haven't had a romantic history with. For others of you that resonate with the whole past lover, I feel like you are going to be renewing the connection at least. And it's more like you kind of maybe get back in touch, start in like a clean slate and start have a new beginning and wanting to like explore this further. And I think that's what's also going to help. For a new person, I feel like they're going to come in and kind of teach you a new way of doing something. That's the vibe I'm getting. I feel like you are going to have new beginnings in terms of your life as well. And perhaps maybe you've got to the point where you're in a good place and you're like, okay, I don't know what else I want. Oh, I'm kind of getting maybe from a couple of you, you have everything you want and you're like, what now? Because you realize you have everything you want. Like, I'm getting materially, and you're wanting this new chapter, and this person's going to come in. That's what I'm feeling as well. We then have expansion. So yeah, expanding your life. This is coming to a point where your life is coming from a winter to autumn. It shouldn't be autumn to winter. I was going to say spring, but then I realised the apples come out at autumn. Should I just say, oh, it says summer actually. I'm such an idiot. It says summer right there. Okay, summer. Okay, winter to summer, literally opposites. So you could be coming out of a place where things could be feeling a bit dull and expanding, and perhaps you're wanting to do new things in your life. This is for those who don't resonate with any of the other things I've mentioned. So you wanted to come into a place of like, you know what, I need to bring good things into my life. Things have been a bit dull and same old, same old. Yes, I'm thriving in my career and all that, but I want to bring goodness into my life and experience new experiences. And I feel like you're going to be meeting this person through doing that. I'm not really pinpointing a specific thing like I did in pile ones. Pile ones was dead set like, yeah, you're going to be meeting them doing this. Whereas this, because I feel like, obviously it's a general reading, the energies are very mixed here. So I am just having to go with it. Oh, serendipity. Okay, this is a great card because this card is all about like meant to be, fated by spirits, the universe bringing it in for you. So yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, it is a connection that you're meant to have in your life. It's a fated connection. So it is, I'm kind of getting this person is always going to come in like luck. You know, it's just gonna be lucky that you met them, and it is going to be a situation where you can look at it and be like, wow, this is very meant to be. And I am kind of getting like a more magnetic attraction, whereas pile one was more like it'll build up slowly over time, whereas I feel like there'd be more of a magnetic, like recognizing like soulmate situation here with the Six of Cups, like, oh my gosh, I known you before, which could be quite literally like you may have had a history with this person, but also if you don't resonate with that situation, it could be that you're like, okay, wow, I feel like we've known each other, even if you haven't, and it could be like past lives, but you are meant to be. You have definitely a soul connection here. All right, we then have death. So something ending in your life and movement. So death, again, that could definitely suggest that perhaps you two have had a ending in your life. Like, for example, it's just at one point in your life you were there and then they suddenly come back into your life. And I think also, yeah, with the movement card, because we have the winter to summer, the movement into the spring, like, you know, when winter's over, well, when it's winter, everything's stagnant. When it's summer, it seems like everything's coming to life and you're going through that process. So I feel like you will be meeting this soulmate. There'll be a part of your journey on how you're going to move forward in life. I'm trying to think of examples. So for example, it could be, again, if I were a new connection, it could be a new person you just meet randomly. Like, I am getting fated. It's not going to be like, oh, suddenly at work. I'm kind of getting, it's so random. Okay, maybe some of you it's a dating app, but I feel like for a lot of you, oh, excuse the work, by the way. My neighbour's still getting work done in their garden. It's a bit noisy. But yeah, I feel like for some of you, it is literally going to be meeting at like, I don't know, a coffee shop. And you're like, oh my gosh, if I did not go to that coffee shop today, I would not have met them, if that makes sense. And then again, for some of you, it is a person you've known before and your connection is expanding. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting of how you're going to meet them. It is a very fated situation and it's going to be something, I do feel like a lot of you, it is going to be someone that you know, not necessarily as a lover, but like beforehand, but you may decide to explore things, because maybe it could have been, I'm kind of getting a co-worker like from your old job that you were kind of attracted to, but nothing's ever really developed, and perhaps you may decide to try and develop things, you know, give it a go. So there was prior attraction, but maybe it wasn't the right time. Yeah, I'm kind of getting, if you resonate with meeting this person beforehand, it was a situation that wasn't the right time for you to be together. I want to say like twin flame kind of thing, because that is the case, that you meet a while beforehand, but then it wasn't the right time to be together. I don't want to use that term lightly though, because it does get thrown around these days, but it does kind of seem like that. So yeah, that's what I'm getting pile twos. I hope that resonated for you. Don't forget to check out Kaylie's video as well. Everything again will be down below in my description with all the details, but thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more tarot readings like this, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys. Hey pile threes, I hope you're doing amazing. If you chose this Ametrine, then this reading is for you to see how you'll meet your soulmate. This could go anyway. In pile ones, it was straightforward, simple, like this is how it's going to do it, or it's going to happen. In pile two, it went everywhere. So who knows how this reading is going to go out or turn out. But by the way, this reading is in collaboration with Kaylie, your psychic bestie, so all the details to her video will be down below, because she is doing all about your soulmate and your connection. So after you've read this message, listened to this reading, once you've kind of found out how you're going to meet them, you can go over to Kaylie's video and find out all about your relationship and how things are going to be. So we're going to start off with tarot, which is these cards. So we have Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, Six of Staves, which in this case is Wands. How am I going to read this? Okay, for some of you, you could be friends with this person. Like, you could start off with friends, but also you could, oh wait, hold on, I've got an idea. Okay. All right. The reason I'm saying that is because I just saw this and it made me think of having so many options. How do you get so many options? Dating apps. Going out to enjoy yourselves? Success. Okay, so a lot of you, so for some of you, I feel like you're meeting your person through a dating app, and that's how you're going to meet. And I know that sounds so boring, like, oh my gosh, meeting your soulmate on a dating app, but it doesn't sound as romantic as like a meant to be connection that's so fated. But think about it, it could be meant to be. Like, you are two souls that are meant to find each other, and you find each other through using a dating app because you don't know how else you're going to find each other, because there could be some differences in how you hang out or something, like, you know, location. So, you know, I'm getting dating apps could be what could be possible for a lot of you. And funny enough, what I mentioned, it is making me think maybe there is a bit of distance, or like there is some differences here in your lifestyles or something, like jobs, etc., which means this is the only way that you could meet this person. Now, if you're one of those who's thinking, well, I absolutely refuse using dating apps, that's not for me, that's absolutely fine. What I'm getting is that perhaps it is actually you're going to be meeting through friendships. Or like, for example, you and your friends could be going to a very crowded place with loads of people. I'm kind of seeing each individual cup representing as people. And I feel like, you know, they're partying. So perhaps maybe some of you could be going to a club or going to a party, a celebration, and you'll be meeting that person there. But I'm kind of getting with the vibe that like it's going to be like a success. Perhaps maybe some of you are actually going out to a club or like a bar with the intention of finding someone, like, you know, to form connections, and you're going to have success with this. I feel like whatever you're doing, there is at least a slight intention of trying to meet someone, and it could be this is divinely guided. Here's a little fun fact about me. So I was someone who was actually I wasn't against dating apps, obviously, but like I was like, you know what, it's not for me, I'd rather do this naturally. But then one day I just had this urge, like, I need to go on a dating app, let's just do it, I'm just going to go on it. And I did, and then met my soulmate. So, you know, they do work. And it's just making me think of that as well. That's what just come up in my mind. So yeah, that's what I'm getting in regards to that. But I do think definitely loads of people are involved, in terms of either you're going to be with your friends or you're going to be in a setting where there is loads of what am I saying? Where there's loads of people around, or like friends can be involved, etc. Loads of choices perhaps. Alright, we have strength. I'm gonna put the other card. We have energy as well. Okay, with the fire, it's making me think you're gonna have like instant attraction energy. Like, you know, like let's say again, let's say if you use a dating app like Tinder, you're kind of like, okay, wow, I'm really attracted to this person, and they're gonna feel the same way, and you're gonna hit it straight off, and it's gonna be like a success scenario. For some of you, it could be like across the room, you see them, you're like, oh, okay, I'm into that, and you're kind of like really attracted to them and just wanting to like really deepen their connection. So you do. Yeah, I just feel like there is a lot of attraction with the fire here. So, and because you can kind of see it's quite balanced, it's making me think of what's it called, like, you know, equal attraction as well. It's not like one has more and one's not as interesting, you've got to try to fight for it. Like, no, you both equally want this. Again, that's why it's making me think of like dating apps, like, you know, if you're swiping, you have to make a match for it to happen as well. We also have strength. I'm trying to think what the strength could be in terms of meeting. If, for example, it could be like, maybe, again, if you resonate the story of like the strength of, oh, okay, so if you're meeting for the first time, like on a dating app, having the courage and nerves to meet each other, like, you know, when you meet each other the first time, it does require a bit of strength because it is nerve-wracking, you know, because you're meeting someone for the first time. It could also be like, you know, having the courage to go up and speak to someone and making a move. Perhaps that's why strength is involved. I feel like there's going to be a situation that's involved that requires you to have a bit of courage in regards to your situation. So yeah, that's what I'm getting in regards to that. But I feel like it's not going to be too much of a struggle because there is equal attraction. I feel like you'll kind of feel that as well. Okay, we have blessed. Okay, cute. So it's almost like, again, it meant to be connection in the sense of, like, you see this person, you're like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. This is like, I am so glad that they've come into my life. Or like, you know, for example, you might swipe them on Tinder. I'm using Tinder as an example, and you might be like, oh my gosh, we're matching. This is amazing. I'm so like glad that they're into me. And I feel like in the past you may have not had success, especially if it comes to dating apps. There is a lot of experience of rejection, all of that, and perhaps the fact that you haven't been rejected by them, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm like so lucky. And I'm kind of getting a moment like, oh my gosh, thank you angels for bringing him into my life, thank you God, thank you whoever you thank. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting that things are, you're just going to be really grateful for this person. I feel like they're going to do that as well. The 2-2 here is making me think of balance, like, again, equal matching energy of how you feel about each other. Oh, there's a 2 here, 2-2-2. All right, we have faith and we have energy again. So the energy you two have is definitely something that's significant. It is made, like, I'm kind of getting, you walk into the room and just instantly, like, is instant attraction. Like, it's almost like magnetic. There's something I can't believe the other pile mentioned this as well. It could be a similar situation to, I want to say twin flames, but it won't be twin flames for all of you just because there's 2 fires here. And with the twin flame connections, it is like instant attraction, like magnetic, like it's strange energy, because you are the same soul. But it might not be that you're twin flames, but you could have that same attraction like a twin flame does with each other. Like, you just see each other, you just like instantly magnetize and like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Maybe there is a slight chance one of you, it could be that, and that's just that little bit of confirmation that you needed. But yeah, I just feel like maybe when you first meet, there is going to be a lot of passion and a lot of fun. Now the faith card is kind of making me think of the blessed too. For some of you, I think, again, it's making me think of dating apps, like, you know, having the faith that it'll work out. So I feel like for those who are on dating apps right now, your message is that you are going to have success with it. Just keep going with it and have a bit of faith. And obviously try not to be too hard on yourself if like things don't work out as well. It's not about you, it's that person. And actually, funnily enough, I'm doing a essay, or I've done an essay on dating apps and like the future of technology and all that in dating. And I was doing some research on the bad parts of dating apps, so I had to look at the negative and positives, and it can really affect your mental health. So I want you to be aware of that. Like, try and have the intention like, okay, I probably will get rejected by quite a few people. That's just how it is. And with dating apps, it makes it easier to be rejected. So I want you to know it's nothing on your character. So, or it's nothing about you. It's just that person doesn't think you're a match. And basically by them stopping the connection, if it does develop, it doesn't define you. It just means they have created a pathway for you to find that person, because they weren't that right person. If they're the right person for you, you will be with them. That's the way I see it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Maybe some of you have the same faith, like for example, both you could be really spiritual, into spirituality. Perhaps you have the same religion. But I'm kind of getting that it is a connection you are having to have a bit of faith in like perhaps maybe, okay, yeah, so when you're having to meet up with the person, or okay, let's use the example that you're in the same room and perhaps you're thinking of approaching them, be like, oh, I don't know, and all that. You need the strength and faith that it could work out, because you might be eyeing each other and there might be a bit of that like, oh, they're attractive and all that, and maybe they're doing the same with you. I feel like you're gonna have to be the one that approaches. That's what I'm kind of getting. If you're attracted to this person, you're gonna have to approach. That's the vibe I'm getting, and I feel like you need to have the faith in it. And the way I see it is like the person who I'm on about for this, if you have the faith, or like if they're meant for you, they will respond well. If it doesn't work out, then obviously this is not the person I'm on about. So keep that in mind. But it's interesting how we kind of have the balanced energy of, well, balance here of energy, and then kind of these are kind of balancing out. It's almost like the faith and strength as well. It's just a lot of balancing here, which I'm kind of getting. So that's quite interesting. So yeah, I do feel like this is a situation that either dating app or you're going out to parties and everything, but either way you might have to approach, like, I don't know, message first, ask to go on that day, be like, hey, do you want to meet up after you've been talking? Because this person could be a bit shy and holding back a bit, but once they're more comfortable, because they might have worries that you're not interested, so you need to show the interest. Or like, for example, if you're a girl who's reading this or identify as a feminine, I don't know how to word these anymore, if you identify as feminine, or like, you know, stereotypically the feminine character is the one that is approached, they don't do the approaching. Stereotypically, I'll add, you know, let's just say it's a typical guy to female. He may look at you and be like, oh, I am attracted to you, but I don't want to come across as like too much or make you uncomfortable, so I won't approach you first. And if you're interested, you know, it could be like that similar situation, like you're just really polite. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting part 3s. I hope that resonated for you. Don't forget to check out Kaylie's video, which all the information will be down below in the description. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it resonated for you, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys.